Hi everyone, it's Az here from HeelvsBabyface. Last week I watched the first 2 episodes of Ahsoka. Anyway, if you want to see my thoughts on those, check out Drinkers Open Bar on the Critical Drinkers channel from last week, and also Friday Night Tights from this Friday just gone. I'm not going to go into it anymore on this channel. I think I've said my fill, but here we are, episode 3, and this show is absolute trash. Clearly written by somebody who needs to wear a helmet for safety reasons when they're walking down some stairs, somebody that gets easily confused by windows and starts licking them at the nearest available opportunity.
Get your tongue off my door. Get it off my door.
And the third episode I watched in disbelief half the time, and the other half I was just laughing at how utterly ridiculous and pathetic this franchise is. Star Wars, ladies and gentlemen, is categorically dead as a dodo. It isn't coming back. It's extinct. It needs to be surgically removed from Disney's grasp. Otherwise, there is no hope at all for the future. Episode 10, no hope. Never mind A New Hope. No hope. Let's get into the episode, shall we? Holy cow. So we start off by Sabine doing her Padawan training, and Huang isn't impressed, says that the 30-year-old, because canonically she's 30 years old in this, the 30-year-old Padawan wouldn't have been taken as a potential Jedi candidate. But she's still going to carry on because girl boss, I guess. Also, she has no grasp of the Force whatsoever. It doesn't seem to connect with her. She can't use it, sense it, feel it in any way, shape, or form. So why is she even being taught as a Padawan? What's this? Star Wars' version of affirmative action or something? Not Force sensitive in any way, but hell, come along anyway. Give it a good old try. Her lightsaber skills are coming purely from her Mandalorian combat training. I'm pretty fucking sure this is not how Jedis work, but never mind, I guess. In the first episode of the show, it was said that Sabine was Ahsoka's Padawan, and Ahsoka dropped her as a Padawan for whatever reasons, whether she be not good enough, whether she not have the discipline, whatever it may be. However, in this episode, they talk and act like they have never in any capacity been master or Padawan. Like everything that Sabine knows, she doesn't know. And it isn't just we're starting at square one again. It's not that at all. It's a complete and fundamental misunderstanding that they were formerly Padawan and Master, or Scissorer, one or the other. Who cares? It's Star Wars. There's only women in this show. There's only women in this show. We decide to get some training, which goes on and on and on, and is dull and is boring and isn't Jedi training. It's learning how to be a samurai. Now, I understand that you can take influence from fighting styles that currently exist that we could possibly relate to. But if only there was a way to make some sort of spacefaring, lightsaber-wielding sort of knight come across as something. Oh, yeah, it's got a fucking Jedi! So it goes on and on. And by the way, we're now 8 minutes into the episode before we go off to the next transition, where Hera, not Hera, because if you've ever seen Rebels, I don't know who this fucking bint is, but it's definitely not Hera. All she is an argumentative, up her own arse, self-absorbed, narcissistical general, I'm going to say name only, that thinks she's privy to everything. So obviously she starts shouting at the senators, particularly the male senators, not the female ones. After all, the Force is female, everyone. And she says, I want a fleet to go to the Boogabar system so we can go after General Thrawn because we think he's alive. And Mr. Offended Asian Man over here says, no, because I've got really sensitive feelings and I'm not going to allow you to take the ship. In fact, they all say no as a committee, so fuck off, Hera, I guess. Let's get to the bit which is going to pop my brain. So we're talking about the Force, because this is the first time Sabine seems to be made aware of it, even though she's been the Padawan already to Ahsoka. But don't forget, they've already forgotten about that, okay? The writer's already forgotten what they wrote. Don't worry. She tries to grab a cup and she can't. So now they're in space. Oh, Jesus Christ. This is, honest to God, I'm not even being hyperbolic. This is the most embarrassing thing I think I've ever seen in fucking Star Wars. And the Book of Boba Fett as a thing, you know? Oh my God, never mind. So they're in space, and then suddenly a bunch of enemy fighters come after them. 6 in total. There isn't a scene which shows the dispatching of these fighters to take out Ahsoka's ship. So I'm going to fill in the gap here. Ray Stevenson is going to say, Padawan, I want you to destroy Ahsoka's ship. She turns around and says, yes, master. We'll take 6 of our weakest ships, whose weaponry does absolutely nothing to a small craft like Ahsoka's, even though we hit it countless times. Not even are they going to pretend that these blaster hits are doing any damage either, because you're going to see them hit the ship, and then it's going to cut to Ahsoka's ship inside, and it's going to be plain sailing, not even a little flicker. We're being attacked. Okay, let's all speak in the blandest voice possible. Sabine, take the cannon. I'm going to try and... Oh! Fuck off! So they go... and hit the ship many times. Nothing happens at all. Sabine tries to shoot them. She can't. And so Ahsoka says, don't worry, you'll get another opportunity, because their weapons are doing nothing. And then two of the fighters come towards Ahsoka's ship, and she's like, I'm going to split these fighters. Now then, Ahsoka doesn't know who's piloting these fighters. And we've already seen for the first couple of episodes that the poor naughty Jedi people are going around with a fleet of droids who have already activated self-destructs in an effort to try and kill Ahsoka. So what makes you fucking think that going ramming speed towards the fighters is going to make them split? They could just go boom, boom into your ship and blow you all up, you stupid bint. But this is Disney Star Wars, and Disney Star Wars is only as intelligent as its writers, and fucking Filoni is an absolute drooling vegetable right now. This makes no sense whatsoever. But of course, it just so happens coincidentally that the pilots are, even though they're masked up, I guess they're organic. I guess we're writing the show ourselves, because nothing is being established at any point in time whatsoever. Shit on my face. And they decide that they want to live. So they do part. Oh, yeah, fucking boss woman, the fucking 8th. Because all this show is boss girls, boss old fogies, girls, boss women, boss girls, boss ineffectual men. If there's any men, which there barely isn't. And yeah, boss. Oh, look, it's a hyper big ring. Fuck off, who cares? Ahsoka... Ahsoka decides that because their ship gets incapacitated, she's going to go out onto the wing of her ship to fight the fighters. Yes, folks, she's standing on the wing of her spaceship to fight off the fighters. Now, obviously, if you've got more than 3 brain cells, you'd say to yourself, well, how's she going to fight off the fighters if they're in space and they can just whoosh all around, taking as many shots as they want and annihilate her? Well, thankfully, they're very accommodating and decide to fly as close as they can to her so she can hit them. Because, silly me, you see, what a spaceship, a space fighter doesn't do is, of course, stay at range and fight. Space fighters are designed for melee combat with Jedis. Fucking hell. Are you serious. So they come swooshing in to try and hit her for some reason that I haven't got a clue about. Dave, expliquez-vous, s'il vous plaît. And then she goes and kills a couple of them. And then we get space whales. The space whales are here, everybody. Remember the space one? No! Nobody even knows who this cast of fucking characters is because Rebels wasn't a universally loved or watched show. So if you're expecting a normie to understand who Hera is, Sabine is, possibly even Ahsoka is, never mind all the others, they haven't got a Danny LaRue. And you're throwing everything from your shows in because you think through your own hubris that everybody knows everything. Yeah, they've watched all 7 seasons of Clone Wars. Yeah, they've watched all 4 seasons of Rebels. Yeah, they watched all those episodes of Mandalorian. Have you looked at your viewing figures? Nobody is watching anything. So the ship's damaged and it lands and they turn off the power. And so that means that they can't be tracked anymore, I guess. The fighters fly over them. They're like, oh, look, it's a big hyper ring drive. And they're Ray Stevens turns up for the last 2 seconds of the episode and just says, right, you guys go here. And that's it. That's it. The episode was like 28 minutes long. Cut off the recap. Cut off the 5 fucking minutes. Bet you there's a better plot in those credits than there is in the show as well. Absolute trash. Trash. That's being generous. This show is garbage. It's dog shit. Disney Star Wars is dead. Deal with that factor. I don't give a fuck. I don't even want watching this. Oh, yeah, Gary wants me to watch it for Friday Night Tights. Well, I love you, Gary. I love you, but go fuck yourself. I'll see you in the next video. You take care. Bye for now.